I am sorry, but I have to ask the question because I'm listening to all this and I so appreciate the advancement in technology. I so appreciate, David, it's your choice. You wanted to spend the money. For you, it was the right call, but I'm sitting here thinking months of pain, the hospital, rehabilitation, electively.
Yes.
And to me, it sounds pretty extreme. I certainly appreciate the uses in certain necessary medical situations, and again, completely respect how far we've come medically, but you can understand, David, how, and I'm asking you because you've been through it, I'm looking at it and thinking about it, I'm picturing you in that hospital and going through all the rehab for, you know, a little over an inch, between an inch and 2 inches of height, which for you, you wouldn't change a thing, but you can see how it feels extreme.
Dr. Travis, you have no prejudice on your side being 6'5".
No, I'm not. But no,
I agree with you, Dr.
That needs to be crystal clear too. Hey, I am between a rock and a hard place on this too, because it seems extreme electively for a few inches, but you know, you're not in his shoes.
Well, no, I'm not judging. That's why I'm asking the question, and I would like to let him answer because look, the reality is that it's a huge procedure.
It is.
And even you said you sort of went through the recovery process thinking, why did I do this?
I think you're right, though. I think, I want to hear your answers, but I think, Dr. Stork, you are very tall, so you've never had that, that aspect of growing up and feeling.
But I've had a broken bone.
Yeah,
and I know what that feels like.
And
I remember what it was like
So,
laying in bed at night in significant agony from a broken bone, and all I'm thinking of is you, David, in that hospital bed in pain, happy with the outcome, but you know, mentally, I guess this is more of a question of when do you know you're ready for this?
It's definitely a painful procedure. I mean, the pain is manageable, so it's not just, you know, your bone's broken. I mean, you're separating the bone, you know, almost a millimeter every day. So, and then you have to be mobile if you have to go to work. I was very fortunate that I had a really good support system. I didn't have to be at a job every single day, so. I had the financial means for the procedure. My fiance was very, very supportive. It was there for me every day. I had a great neuromuscular therapist, a great physical therapist. But yeah, the pain is going to be there. If you've broken a leg, I had 2 broken legs. So, you know, it is something that you have to put yourself through. And you know, looking back upon it, you know, a lot of people say, would you have gone through that procedure? And
I mean, Dr. Kevin, how are people banging down the door? I mean, how popular is this?
Yeah, I would say it's fairly popular. I mean, at least there's not too many people doing it. So we still get patients from around the world, around the country, Mexico, Canada, even from Europe, Asia, that fly to Las Vegas to get the procedure done.
I think the most important takeaway, if I could offer it, would just be that if you're going to do this, do it with someone who knows what they're doing. Because it is elective, it's not emergent, so you take your time, you check all the boxes, you have long conversations with your physician, you talk to people like David, and I thank you so much, David, for being so open and honest about your recovery. And you said it, right? If you had to go back in time, you would do it again?
I'd probably go for another ½ inch.
Because you do, that's the other part is you have to make a decision, right? You have to say, okay, well, how do I balance out? I want to stay physically active. All right, do we stop here? A lot that goes into it. Do your research. I really appreciate both of you sharing this with us. And I can tell you this, we have come a long way.
I mean, I think what's fascinating is the technology, where you take these innovations that were originally for reconstruction and deformities, and you can apply it now in all of these innovative ways.
So much better technology. I mean, yes, not a new procedure. This lengthening was done in Russia years ago, but not with that kind of
But with those external fixatives that were so archaic. I mean, what you had in the video, not something elegant like this. So really interesting.